Having a good day so far. Hope you guys are ready to get started. We are about to run some really cool stuff tonight. I got some coins that you really just never see. I got some really cool stuff that personally I've never seen. A lot of the stuff that's here that I'm gonna run tonight. Like a lot of the stuff, like the old fractional Geigers. That's pretty cool. 1 ounce proof Libertad. You just never really see stuff like this on Whatnot. You know what I mean? I just thought I would pull out some different stuff for tonight. Bear with me. Let me get a giveaway started for you guys. Hope everybody's here. Who's in the room right now that's been in here before? Say hello. Say hi if you've been in here before. Andy, my man. So boy, what's up? Craig. Piracy, welcome in. Appreciate everybody that's always popping in my show, showing love and support. Hope you guys have a little bit of a budget tonight. I'm gonna run some stuff that it's definitely gonna tempt you for sure. Got that giveaway rolling. All right. And I'm going to pin this item right here. It just says Givey running because when I run giveaways, like the first giveaway of the night's usually a little bit better, like a silver quarter or $50 or something. And then at the end of the show for the buyer's Givey, if you buy something in my show and you don't want to wait until forever, until who knows when, right? To enter the buyer's Givey, then you don't have to wait because you could buy something and then you could go do something else, go to another show. It doesn't matter. At the end of the night, when I do the buyer's giveaway, I'm going to pin this item. So all you have to do is save that item. And then at the end of the night, when I do buyer's giveaways, when I give away wireless earbuds and brand new Invicta watches and stuff for my buyers, then all you got to do is have notifications turned on and it'll ping your phone. So that way you don't got to wait. You know what I mean? For anybody that may be a first timer in here, let me know if it's your first time ever in my show. Is there anybody in here that maybe your first time checking out my stream? Mad Mark, it's your first time in here? Andy, you never know. First time today? All right, cool. Check those show notes if it's your first time in here. What's up, Careless? Hope you're doing well. All right, sweet. So I'm going to unpin this item here. And for those that may have missed me explaining it, if you check my bin and you pin that item that says Givey, you don't have to wait around and hang out for me to run the buyer's Givey. It will notify you when I run it. So you can just pop in real quick and join it. You don't have to like wait all night or wait forever, I buy a lot here on Whatnot, you know what I mean? So I want to get in the buyer's Givey when I'm in somebody's show, you know what I mean? And I just don't want to wait an hour and a half. And then I don't know if the person's going to be, online for 30 minutes or for 2 hours or who knows, you know what I mean? You never know how long they're going to be on. So that's why I created that item. So that way there's no guesswork involved at all, You don't even have to be in here. As soon as your phone dings with that notification, you just pop in and join the buyer's Givey. And tonight I got wireless earbuds and Invicta watches and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be cool. All right, let's see. And I just got a whole crap load of slabs in. I think I missed a question. I'm so sorry. What year is the Proof Libertad? Chewy, the Proof Libertad is a 1986. 1986, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't see why this one wouldn't get a 70. I just took it out of the capsule today. And those capsules are a real pain in the ass to get them out of there, just so you know. Price on it? I don't know. What do you think, Chewy? Maybe $150? I don't know. Something like that. I think they go for about 200 bucks, around 200 bucks on eBay. You know, I'm definitely not in any rush to sell it. I got some boxes of some brand new stuff here. If anybody loves 8 reals, you guys are definitely in for a treat because I got some really, really nice ones. I got some better detail ones, nice strike and great surface. Got a little pile of them. Got a bunch of toned bullion that I'm going to be running too. Like, look at the color on some of these bullion pieces. Hey, Krabby, what's up, man? Krabby, I see you running on eBay, and I love popping into your show. You always run the coolest stuff. If anybody wants to follow Krabby Coins right there, runs a great show on eBay. C. Gorms, congrats on that giveaway. Let me get another one running for you guys. All right, next one's live. And I'm just going to start grabbing and going stuff here. So let me grab something, and then we'll see how you guys are feeling about it. I got US, I got World Coins, Ancients Notes, I got everything. So we're just going to start nice and easy. Nice and easy. Check this out. Proof Kennedy, 1964. 90% silver. We're just going to start nice and easy. Check that out. Running right now. This one's live. Don't miss it. This is the first auction of the night. And if you've bought from me before, you know that everything pretty much goes for well under market value here. Does anybody collect Proof Kennedys? I know they have like the accented hair, and there's like all kinds of different. The Kennedy series goes nuts. They got the reverse Proof Kennedy. That one's always cool. And I'm not sure what this flip is, but it's actually sealed in this flip. Like, you can't, it doesn't come out of here. It's sealed. Jubb & Co. I don't even know what that is, but maybe some coin shop or something like that. Someone's personal collection. All right, number one, going careless. Congratulations. Appreciate it. All right, next one up here. Let's check this out. Got a nice Morgan dollar. Super nice Morgan dollar. Oh, let me get that next givey going for you guys also. Awesome. Next givey is live. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Giveaway. Run giveaway. Any new shooting tallers? Crag, I do, but I'm working a deal on it right now. It's a German shooting taller, and it's graded. It's graded mint state. It's color blasted. It's beautiful. Do you guys see the givey running, or is that just maybe my app here is not wanting to run? Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me try to close this and reopen it. I got a new iPad, so I'm going to start running shows with like the iPad. So hopefully it doesn't give me too many issues. Let's see, giveaway. All right, run giveaway. It's neither one of those, Crag. It's Stuttgart. It's a Stuttgart, and it's huge. It's like a giant metal in a PCGS slab. It's great. I can DM you pictures if you want, but I am working a deal on it. I don't know why this giveaway is not running. That really sucks. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. All right, let's run this next one here. 1882 Morgan Silver. This thing is absolutely freaking gorgeous. This is exactly how I like my Morgans to look. I don't know about you guys. Anybody buying Morgans right now? I think these things are so undervalued. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe I'm a little biased because I just like them. Not everybody likes them, but I think they're undervalued at the moment. All right, we're going to shorten the time down 15 seconds. And this one's live, $1, 15 seconds, running at $1. This is an 1882 Frosty Gorgeous Morgan Silver Dollar. Don't wait to bid on this one or you'll miss it. This one's at $50. Way cheap. way cheap. Far under market value. Going for a steal. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. And going to Krabby for an absolute steal of a deal. Absolute steal of a deal. Congratulations, my friend. That was item number 2. I had that one marked at $120. Very nice pickup. All right. Up next, we got... Check this thing out. Run one here from our World Coin collectors. 5 Corona, 1907 Hungary, 5 Corona. Beautiful condition on this one. Looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm gonna start this one at a reasonable bid. This is a large crown size silver piece. $115 on this one. $115 if somebody likes it. If not, this one's going to wind up on eBay. The gold, I got you, Ren. We can take a look at that. I have a few gold pieces here in front of me. And I'm going to set this to the side here in a minute. And I'm going to do like 4 or 5 buck and goes, and then I'll show something a little more expensive at a reserve. Don't forget to read those show notes, especially if it's your first time in here. Check out those show notes. All right, I got some really cool US types here I want to show you guys. Check it out. Yeah, for sure. I got you, Craig. Hold on. Let me adjust my lighting. Got to make sure it's right for this, some of these Morgan dollars coming up. This one definitely has a nice color coming in on it. Let's see. Give me 1 second, chat. Don't go anywhere. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. All right. Let me fix this before we get too far along on the show here. And I still have a lot of key date stuff that I want to show you guys. I got a pile of I probably have 60 slabs here that we're going to dollar and go on a bunch of these. So let me get these giveaways fixed and situated. Krabby, I use a ring light, but I use it at like a 45-degree angle. I think it's too harsh when it's hitting the coin. So I have a ring light, but it's like at a 45-degree like this, and it's way high. So it's way high above the camera. All right, bear with me 1 second, you guys, and I'm gonna make it worth your time. Don't worry. Let me just delete and fix these giveaways. All right. It'll just take me maybe 20 seconds. I appreciate you guys' patience. And if you're a buyer, make sure you pin that item in the store. As soon as I run that buyer's givey, you can just pop back in the show and jump in there if you're not already in here. All right. It's a little tedious creating these items sometimes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe Whatnot is like the app maybe having an issue. All right, there's another giveaway running. Hopefully it works when I run the rest of them. If not, it may be an app issue because it's like grouping them all together under one listing, and that may be an issue. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see how nice and original this thing is. Absolutely insanely smoking gorgeous. I'm going to start this at a very, very reasonable price. I'm going to start this too cheap. $115 start on this one. It's an 1890S, completely uncirculated with gorgeous color tone. Any major mint errors? How major are you looking for, Raven? I have major errors. So I don't really have any errors with me for this show, but in my inventory, I do have, like, I could get you a 7.5 gram bonded penny, like a huge penny clump that's all bonded. It's like 5 pennies bonded together or something like that. I also have a buffalo nickel where the planchet's split in half and it's like a double slab, you know what I mean? With each half. And they actually graded each half. It's really cool. I have a folded, like a planchet fold error. Pretty cool. I got a lot of errors. But I think there's not really any big time error buyers that I've come across anyway on Whatnot. Can you run Arger gram bar bottom right? Arger gram bar, let's see. Any of the cardboard flip coin holders you could run. Maybe, John. So this is a 20 gram bar. This is a 20 gram bar. I have it marked at 100 because there's only one that's ever sold on eBay, and it sold for $100. So that's the only reason I put that sticker on there. But I'm going to run it for less. I'm going to run it for $80. How about that? That's $20 less than it's sold for on eBay. And there's none available. So if you want one, you're not going to find it because there isn't any other ones at all. This is one of the only ones available on the internet whatsoever. This is Arger Chiasso. This is before the new company Arger Harris. Krabby, my man. That one's going to you. Thank you. That was item number 3 going to Krabby. Congratulations, my friend. Yeah, Raven, I got a lot of airs that I could send you that I think you would really find to be fascinating. I have a double struck Eisenhower dollar. I have I forget, it's a quarter struck on a nickel planchet or something like that. Careless, you're the horse. So yeah, right here. You're the horse. 2014, You're the Horse from Highland Mint. This is 1 troy ounce. This one's live, $1. This is 1 troy ounce, 999 fine, Highland Mint. 2014, You're the Horse. It's live, it's running. Who's stacking silver right now? This is quality over quantity with a piece like this. This isn't no generic freaking Buffalo. This is Lunar, You're the Horse, gorgeous finish. Definitely under market value for a Lunar series. This thing is going out of steel. Matt Murr, original, my man. Congratulations. Item number 4. Somebody mentioned the pocket watch earlier, so just so you guys see what it is, this is an Elgin pocket watch from 1910. This is actually 10 karat gold. So the entire case, including the chain and the fob, this whole thing is stamped and marked 10 karat gold. The chain is stamped and the watch as well. Really cool piece. Wouldn't let you max bid? Oh man. Yeah, the app is being a little bit weird. It's not letting me run giveaways and it's being like, real weird. Oh, there we go. I just tried it and it worked. Yeah, I got a bunch more bullion stuff, which is rare for me because I don't pull that stuff out. Most of the time it goes for melt or under. So for me, it's just easier to take it down to the LCS. You know what I mean? Cash in hand, and I just make more. Curious on the main Rattler. I got you. Yeah, I actually got a couple Rattler Kamems. I got a little handful of Rattlers. If it's your first time in the show, make sure you check the show notes. This is Maine and 6'2". Really nice, attractive gold color. Awesome. 6'2". It's got 310 on it. How do you feel about 310, Krabby? If you like it, I'll do the best I can for you. Any raw gold? No, I don't. I've got like this slabbed gold nugget. I've got this other slabbed gram. I got this Austria 20 Corona gold. I don't have any loose. I have gold nuggets. If you're cool with like loose nuggets, I definitely have nuggets. Anybody want to take a look at some nuggets? Check that out. That's a 5 grammer. This is a vintage dental gold. Morgan and Hastings gold dent. It's really cool. I got some Georgia gold. Some Alaska gold. I got all kinds of stuff here. DB, my man. What's going on? All right, let's see what's next. Show the 20 Corona. Yeah, you got it. 20 Corona, Mint State 6.5. 1915. Got 1150 on it. That's pretty much what they sell for. Yeah, real cool piece. Other than that, not really any gold. I tend to just kind of hoard the gold. I don't really sell gold often. I also have little fractional gold pieces if you're looking for something like that. And then I also have some of these. If you're looking, I got a whole tray full of nuggets, all capsuled up. Got a little bag full of extra little placer gold. So I get my gold nuggets from Placer County, California, where 1849 gold rush, home of the original mother lode. So that's where I get my gold, and a lot of that gold fed the U.S. Mint. During the mid to late 1800s, that's where most of the gold came from. That fed the boom in the U.S. So this is the gold that built America at that time. Really cool. How much is 20 Corona? It's 1150. Yeah, 1150. Check this out. Silver bullets. The American Greed episode on Peru gold. No, I haven't seen that. I'd be interested though. I know that Bolivia and Peru, like they're crazy with like how they mine gold and silver. There's like people that will go live up in the mountains for years and just mine gold, like illegally, pretty much. Yeah, cartels, all that. Yeah, it's crazy. Old 8 real, yeah, for sure. And this one's color toned, and it's got like a little test cut on there. So boy, congrats. So this one here is 1622 to 1667 Mexico. This one is 27.62 grams. It's calico number 319. It's marked at 625, but I could do like 550. This thing's massive though. Like it almost doesn't fit in the flip. Like look at it next to a Libertad. You know what I mean? Like it covers up a Libertad. That's what I love about 8 reals like this, with like big old freaking huge, big old huge planchet. It's awesome. I'm gonna pull this jar out of here. Yeah. Nice placer gold from the mother lode, California. This is 10 grams, and this has been assayed at 18 karat. I have literally actually melted it. Several samples were melted down and acid and XRF tested. My man, Pet. Man, it's really cool that you're running shows for that coin shop now. Proud to see you doing that, brother. Moving up in the world, you know what I mean? See the Maria Teresa, yeah. So it's a restrike, but it's older. Older restrike, still silver, still an awesome piece. I like them when they're all old and craggly looking like that. You know what I mean? Like it looks like this was, you know, jingling around someone's pockets for the last 100 years. The older ones without the pearls. Um, you mean like a pearl necklace? I'm not sure what you mean without the pearls. That's the only one that I got. The pearls on her brooch. Yeah, I don't really know about that. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. No, that's the only one I got. But we can definitely run it if you want to. I'm gonna run through some slabs I got here. Check this stuff out. This is all fresh. I got some ancients here. I got some Mexico, some ancients. I got a condor token. I got some cobs. I might crack this open if we get some people in the room. 1982 Libertad Onza full roll, Blanchard roll. Still sealed, never been opened. They closed these back in the 80s. These were literally sealed up. They got them from the mint and they sealed them up right away. Like in the late 80s, I think they sealed them up. Yeah. Buck and go the tube. I wish I could afford to do stuff like that. That'd be so awesome. Just got this Rattler Franklin. Another one. All right, check this out. This should be a deal for somebody. If you've been waiting to pick something up for this show, if you've been in here, you've been kind of looking and watching, waiting to pick something up, here's a deal for you. This is an 1898 Philly. This is not a 82 340. This is not an 81S or like a more common date. This is later 90s. It's a good one. This one, $90. This one has a price guide is $130, something like that. Is price guide. Go back to the Walker. I got you. Any bulk Ikes? No, I can get it for you. Are you looking for just like clad Ikes? I mean, I can get you whatever you want. If you want silver Ikes, clad Ikes, whatever you want. There's nothing I cannot get. Well, almost nothing. Best price for a storage box? I'll buck one, whatever you want. I have PCGS boxes, NGC boxes. I could just do $1 and go. 45S 64 CAC approved. Beautiful. There's only one of these that sold on eBay, and it sold for $199. Oh, the double row box? Yeah, the double row box, most of the price is just shipping because of the size. But I mean, if you need it, you know, check the show notes. I got this thing. Check this out. Some super artificial nuclear tone. And then I just got this, which is really interesting, the way that they slabbed it. Usually it's like one super wide slab, but this one they like glued two of them together. Really cool and interesting how they did that. Straight graded 8 real Mexico. Really awesome. Yeah, for sure. So the boxes are in my buy it now. But I'll tell you what I can do. I can take off a couple bucks, but like I said, most of it goes to just shipping due to the size. Because of the size, these boxes come with upgraded shipping, so I ship them priority, right? So a medium flat rate priority is $20. It's $21 and some change for medium flat rate priority. So literally the shipping is more expensive than the damn box. But let me update it. All right, there you go. 16 bucks if you want one. It's right there. There you go. 12 bucks if somebody wants one. It literally costs $21 to ship the damn thing. How much was the walker? The walker is right here. Yeah, $195 is what I got on it. But just let me know what you were thinking on it. The Rattlers are kind of like, for me, like my personal stash. Mexico, let's see. How about an Ancient? $383 to $408 AD. Arcadius. Little bronze Numis. This one I could start at, how about 35 bucks? 35 bucks on an Ancient coin. Over 1,600-year-old Ancient. There's other shows where these go for upwards of $80 to $100. If you've been on that show, you know what I'm talking about. But apparently none of those people are in here. $80 on the more. What year was that, DB? Was that? Let's see if I can find it. Let me see. I got a 4 real, little shipwreck 4 real there. Those are always cool. Where did I put that? Yeah, I can't do that, DB. I paid more for it. I could put it up on eBay and probably get about 120, so I'd pass on that. But I appreciate it. Let's see what's next here. I'm gonna pull out a little pile of US coins and just buck all of them. Let me make a little pile here. Oh man, some nicer stuff for sure. Wow, yeah. 78 reverse 79 toner. Candyman, what's going on? Wow, yeah, got a large cent, some Indian heads. Got a Flying Eagle cent we're gonna buck. Just kind of picking and pulling stuff. The ask on the shipwreck 4 real. Yeah, this is awesome. 4 real pillars from Bolivia. Certified shipwreck pulled out of the ocean. 400 on it. 90% raw? Absolutely. Let's buck a little stack of 90%. So this whole stack here is going to get bucked, except not the Libertad. I like it too much. Let's see what else. Let's do See some barber action there. Check this thing out. Not sure how well you guys can see that. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, the Libertad is 86. Yeah. 86, 1 ounce proof. Really sweet example. All right, I'm going to shorten the time to 10 seconds and we're going to blast through this little stack here. This one's running $1. It's a Standing Liberty quarter from 1929. 1929 Standing Liberty quarter. It's live, it's running. US coins. I don't know who's brand new in here, but everything goes under market value. $13 on a Standing Liberty quarter. Told you. Matt, congratulations. Nice Standing Liberty quarter for a steal of a deal. Any other years? No. Thick 8 real. I got a bunch of 8 reals. Are you talking about the slab? The graded one? BS? The graded. Yeah, it's 1622 to 34 Mexico. Straight graded, fine 15. 27.62 grams. And this one has a population of only 2 that exist, and there's only 6 known that are finer. So it's actually a tough type because of the assayer. Because of the assayer mark. Very, very tough. Like there's literally basically 10 of them that exist on the planet. This one, there's 2 in this grade, and then there's only 6 that exist that are nicer. It's a tough one. It's got 925 on it. Yeah, straight grade, exactly. Let me check. Let me pull out my Morgan box here. I got a whole box full of just graded Morgans. Slabbed Merc dimes, yeah, for sure. I got a 1916 Merc dime in 66 full bands. I'm sure I have more, but that's one of them that's right in front of me. Trying to find. Oh, here we go. Here is a Morgan dollar that we can go ahead and run. It's an 83.0 and AU53, but look at the cartwheel. How many AU53s have you seen that has cartwheel luster? 96 ASD? Yeah, I do. This one's live at $1. 10 seconds, it's running. $1, 10 seconds, we're live. I don't know what you're hoping to find if you're coming on my show, but this is probably one of the best deals of the night right here. Should I bundle this with something else? Maybe I should throw something else in with this. Let me see. Who wants to keep it moving? Who wants to keep it going? You guys throwing in the towel there, or you want to keep it moving? All right, I'm going to throw something else in. All right. Careless. That one is going to you, sir. $125 price guide gone for $73. Congrats. me see if I can get another giveaway going for you guys. Yeah, there you go. Another givey's up. Anybody need a peace dollar? Anybody collecting these series, or should we keep it moving? Run it or pass? Let me know in the chat. Run it or pass? Whatnot hates peace dollars. You're right about that, DB. You are right on point. I got one person to say run it. Nobody else wants it. All right, we'll skip on that. Run it. All right, yeah, we got a couple people to say run it. I will run that, and then, oh wow, here's a toner I'm going to run. Check it out. Oh. 1923 and 63. We're going to run this next. $1, and I think 10 seconds might be too short, so we'll try 20 seconds. How about that? 20 seconds. So I don't know if you guys are like really investing or just collecting at the moment, but whoever, like, not even talking about just this coin, but whoever's like stepping up and buying heavy right now, you're about to like potentially change your freaking life, because if you guys thought $120 was high for silver, you have no idea what's coming. Like within the next 6 months, there's things that are happening right now with silver that are gonna like change financial markets forever. This one's live. $1. $1. This is a graded one. It's a 1923 peace dollar, MS63 graded. It's a gorgeous. It's starting to color tone, actually. We are way below even gray sheet value, is much higher on this one. 8 seconds left. Who's going to get this one? Last chance. Way under market value. You could literally walk this into any dealer in America and get more than that. All right, Chase, taking that one for an absolute, literally a steal. Congratulations, my friend. Could literally take that into any coin shop in America and make money on that instantly. It's a very good grab. All right, let's get back to this pile here. We might get back to some of those slabs a little bit later, but it's looking like probably not. All right. This one's live. $1. This is a 1894 semi-key date. There's not that many of these. This is a lower mintage. 1894 New Orleans silver quarter. Up and running. We got Chase's in. Chase is in. Who's next? We are way under what this thing is actually worth. If you know, you know. This is more than just stacking silver. This is stacking history and rarity, low mintage coins. All right, Careless, going to you. That's a really rare date to go under melt. Congratulations. It's pretty easily about a $25 coin. Very nice pickup. All right, here's a Merc dime. Next one's up. $1 Merc dime. Let's go, Merc dime. It's dime time, baby. Let's do it. Chase is in for $3. Who's in at $5? Careless is in. Who's next? Nobody's next. Careless is going to take it. $4. All right, here's a 48S San Francisco from the 40s. This is a good one. Baldwin Collectibles, congratulations, my friend. You won the giveaway. You got free stuff coming your way. Next one is live, and somebody mentioned a double row box in the chat. They're right there in the shop tab. If you need one, they're right there. Actually, I think they sold out. Yeah, I only have 3, so they're all gone. All right, this one's live, $1. This is a 1948 San Francisco. San Francisco minted silver quarter from the 40s. It is silver. It's a San Francisco. Who's going to pass on this thing at this price? San Francisco, historic mint. Baldwin, my man. That was item number 10. Congratulations. All right, here's a 51 Denver coming up next. This one's live, $1. Who's sleeping on silver right now? If you're in the chat and you're sleeping on silver, put a Y in the chat. This is a 1951 Denver. Silver quarter from the Denver Mint, struck in 1951. This thing has seen a lot of hands, you know what I mean? Deb, thank you so much. All right, up next, we got a silver $50, 1964 Kennedy. Beautiful uncirculated condition. It's got all the meat on it. All right, this one's live, $1. We're live on this one. We're live. We're moving. Andy's in. Bids are going up. Careless is in. Got a little competition on this one. Don't sleep on the silver. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. Careless, thank you. Don't forget to check those show notes, especially if it's your first time in my show. You're definitely going to want to check those show notes. All right. Another Merc Dime, and then I think this is the last Merc Dime I'm going to run. I don't know why. The Merc Dimes just aren't not too popular tonight. All right. Next one's live, $1. $1. We're off. We're running. We're off and running. For you guys that are in the room, do you guys, let me know in the chat, do you guys prefer to buy higher quality, higher grade? Or do you prefer just quantity? Like, do you prefer just generic silver, as much of it as you can? Or do you like to get like more rare, more exclusive pieces? Let me know what you're into. Quantity. All right. Both? Yeah, there you go, Dougie. I'm a big fan of both too. Better quality ungraded. I like that, Andy. That way you get to kind of, hold it in your hand and, feel the history on your fingertips. Check this out. Speaking of ungraded, here's a 1858 Flying Eagle penny. Flying Eagle, 1 cent. This is the first in the small cent series. So prior to this year, this was 1 cent. Well, actually, not this year, because there was earlier ones than this, but they only made these for like 3 years. This was the first design on the small cent. Before that, they were bigger. They were like this, like the size of a quarter. And we're going to run this one up next. Early US coins. I know there's got to be at least 1 or 2 serious buyers on nice early US types like this. This one's live, $1. This one's running at $1. It's an 1858 Flying Eagle penny. And I believe this is the only one of these that I've got for the night. if you have a budget for tonight and you're looking for classic US type coins, this is definitely one. Matt, very nice grab, Matt. Taking that one pretty well under market value on that. Nice pickup. Classic HeadSense, unfortunately, I don't. I do have them on my eBay, Andy. Oh, hey, Andy with the Givey. Congratulations on that Givey. I'm going to send you something awesome for free. If you check my eBay, Andy, I got a bunch. I got a 1810. I have 1810, 1814, 1816, 1818. I got a lot of really nice ones up on eBay. But I keep my inventory separate. So everything you see here in front of me, this is my whatnot inventory, including this stuff here, like all these boxes. This is all whatnot inventory, and then my eBay inventory is separate. Yeah, Andy. So the eBay is it's AG Coin and Currency. That's what it is. If you tap on my profile image, it's right there in the bio. Or I can DM you after the show or whatever. But I got a bunch of them that are there, yeah. And I do have more that aren't on eBay yet. Like, I got some stashed away. If you're looking for some real nice ones, Andy, I have some absolute cream puff classic cents that are kind of tucked away. You know what I mean? I don't really like to sell coins just to sell them if they're like really amazing coins like that. Try to sell them to somebody that's going to appreciate them. Someone that knows what they're worth. Oh, check that out. Nice, but not crazy. I got you. Oh, you're doing a Dansko type? Yeah, for sure. I know exactly what you need. So you're looking for just enough detail to kind of make out the design, but without being, an arm and a leg price tag. And I do have plenty of examples that fit the bill. Any serious Morgan Dollar collectors in here? This is one of those like no games, no excuses type of coins here. Who's taking this thing home? I think somebody in here is going to regret not bidding on this one. Let me see. This one is definitely an above average example. This is the type of Morgan that, you can scroll shows all day long and you're not going to find very many raw examples like this. Everybody grades them, right? And that's for a reason, because just make way more money. But how about I'm going to run this for a lot less than it's really actually worth. This is literally probably a $320 to a $350 coin. In reality, right? On the open market, great collections, heritage, all the places where toners go nuts. 145 on this one. 145 if somebody wants it. Tell you one thing, there's a lot of people that I know that are not in the chat right now that would be pissed if they knew I ran it at 145 and they weren't here. Matt is in. This is every bit of a $300 coin once it's in a holder. And unfortunately, I could not make it to a Central States show. I wanted to go to Central States. This would have ended up in a slab if I did go. And then I would have flipped it to another dealer at the show for about $280 to $300. So it's an excellent grab there, my friend. Does not get any better than that. For what it is, you're going to have a really difficult time finding a nicer Morgan for $145. You know what I mean? A coin like that on pretty much any other show, like, you know, not naming no names, but there's a couple other shows I could think of that if that same coin ran, it would go for like 2 or 3 freaking times that amount. But that's why people shop on my show. That's exactly why right there. Check this one out. This is an 1878 reverse of 79. 78 reverse of 79 toner. It said 7/8 tail feathers, but I don't think it is. But this is a good variety. 78/79. 78 reverse 79 toned. This one's going to be $155. It's a Mule Air variety. And it's got color, which you really just never see on this type. Especially on VAMs, whenever you get key varieties with color tone, they jump up big time. Check this out. A beautiful example of a Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail, $50, 1926. Chase, I have a lot of graded coins, yeah. I can run as many of them as you want. It's looking like it won't be a dollar and go night. I wish it was. All I want to do is dollar and go. You know what I mean? But when everything sells for half price, it's a little hard, you know? Yeah, I agree. That's all I want to do is dollar and go. It just doesn't really work with 20 people in here. But anyone that knows me or that's been in here before, they know. When I have people in here, I'll do a buck and go on a Dimple Carson City Morgans, 8 Real graded, commemorative halves graded, Rattlers 10-ounce bars, gold, you know. I'll buck and go anything with people in the room. $155 on this. $155. This is a gorgeous one. What did I do with the... Oh. All right, no worries. I appreciate it, Andy, but I'll pass on that. I had it marked at 280. I'll be able to get like 210 for this on eBay, no problemo. Somebody asked for Germany earlier. I do have some German stuff, but it's a little bit older. I'm not sure if you'd be interested. I don't even know if that person's still in here. Here's another Morgan variety. Check this out. This is a 79S reverse of 78 Morgan. This is a much tougher VAM variety. Let me know in the chat if you guys know about this one. Who knows about this one? 79S reverse of 78. Nobody in the chat knows about this one. All right, we'll go ahead and skip on that. I just got this one in too. Check this out. $18.87, super frosty. Incredibly frosty. CC Morgans, yeah, got tons of them. Crazy color. Toned? Sure, yeah. Toned, graded, whatever you want. A little Abraham Lincoln. Abraham. 1884 toned. All right. Did you have a price in mind that you needed to be under, or doesn't matter? Just don't want to show you anything that's, over the budget. Let's see here. I don't know what's in all these, so let's just see what I have. I don't know what I have in front of me here. Here's a 83cc with some color on there. That one, there's no color. That's a 79. This one's an 84 dimple, but I don't think there's color. Hey, Texas Ranger. I can run a pink pack if you want to find out. Here, I'll show you. So the pink packs are basically a mystery slab, okay? So in here is a graded coin. There's a PCGS graded coin that's in here. And basically it's just a mystery pack. So it's not a cheap, like a nothing kind of coin. It's actually a good coin. And I just run them at $1 and go. So if anybody is down for the pink pack, I just need a few people in the chat to tell me that they're up for it. Let me know who's been in here in the chat before when I run these. Who's been in here before when I run these? Anybody at all? First time? Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to run them all the time, but it's sort of a loser for me because like they never sell for what the coin is worth, you know what I mean? Which is cool for you guys. Like if I was a buyer, I'd freaking buy all of them. Throw some Y's in the chat. Throw some fires in the chat. Who's down to buck this thing? I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4. All right, we're going to buck this thing. And like I said, this is not a junk or a nothing coin. This is actually a good coin worth good money. It's high grade, straight grade. It's silver, and that's all I'm going to say. And it's live. 1 pink pack. It's live at $1. It's running. Somebody's going to get a steal on this thing. And don't worry about bidding too high, because let's say the bids run up to like $200. I'm just going to add in more stuff. So I'm not going to let you get robbed or taken advantage of. That does not happen on my channel. The only person that gets robbed here is me. All right. I don't let my customers, I won't let you have a bad experience on my show. 7 seconds left. 6 seconds left. It's funny, but it's true, Dougie. It's absolutely true. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. All right, Mint Matt, my man. Mint Matt, I appreciate the bids. First of all, sir, thank you so much. Let's see what you got. You want to open it, right? You wanted to open it and see what's in it right now? All right, cool, sweet. Let's see what you got. $57 Denver and Mint State 65 full bell line Franklin. Retail on it's $90. Realistically, it's about a $75 coin. So what I'm gonna do, 1 second. Oh man. Hang on, I'm kind of here. I'm gonna throw in this Standing Liberty quarter with it. So you're gonna get both of these, okay? I appreciate the bids, Matt. Do you want the bag or you don't really care about the bag? I don't know. I'll send you the bag. You get the bag. No? Okay. I'll ship it, but without the bag. I'll just put it in a Ziploc. I got tons of those bags. No worries. Don't sleep on the show notes. If you haven't looked at the show notes, definitely check that out. And we're going to buck the rest of this little pile here. Up next is this large cent, 1846. Has all the lines, all the detail. Next one's live, running at $1. 1846 US large cent. Do you guys know what America looked like back in 1846? This is pre-Civil War. You know what I mean? Like ratchets weren't even invented yet. Like there was no such thing as a ratcheting wrench back in 1846. Ratcheting wrenches were actually invented during the Civil War. Just a little fun fact for you guys. This is pre-Civil War, early American history. Look at the reeds and the sharp rim. Really cool coin. Yeah, it was wild, Matt. Everybody's running around with musket pistols and stuff. That's a lot of detail for $35. 2 seconds. Amazing grab, Dougie. Congratulations. '96 ASE. Let me do my best to find it. I do have some other ounces that I'm going to be running, but the '96 ASE is somewhere. I have a whole bucket of 1 ounces, and it's somewhere in here. Any penny collectors in the chat? Anybody in here wheat cent collector? Indians, nice. Looking for a 1909 Indian. I know I definitely have some super nice ones on my eBay. Actually, I might have sold them, but I had a bunch of 1909 S's. But like here's examples of like the type of coins that I put on eBay. I sell a lot of uncirculated buffaloes and earlier date wheat cents and stuff like that. I specialize in key date US coins. So I sell like a lot of 09S VDBs and 16D and 21 Philly Peace. All right, if I have one, it may be maybe in this box if I have yeah, no, they're not in here. Hobo nickels? No. All right, so check this out. We're going to run all of these together. We're going to run 4 coins for 1 money. We're going to run a 1900 Indian cent, 1898, 1906. That one's attractive. And then we're going to run this 1910 nickel. So whoever wins is going to get all of them. 4 coins for 1 money. This one's live, running at $1. Running at a single buck. 1898 Indian cent, 1900, 1906, and a 1910 nickel. All for 1 money. Who's looking for a deal in here? 2 seconds. Smoking deal. Don't sleep on this one. Four coins for 1 money. Still under $10. Matt, phenomenal grab, my friend. Very nice pickup. Basically 4 coins for like the price of 1 or 2. Awesome. And if anybody is a wheat penny collector in here, I do have full rolls. So this is a full roll of 1927s. So all of them in here are 1927. All of them. All right, check this out. I've been saving these for a while. I was going to put these on eBay because there's none currently available. If you wanted to buy this on eBay, there isn't any that you can buy. This is a Super Bowl flip coin. It is serialized with the certificate of authenticity. This is from Super Bowl 33. Yeah, Super Bowl 33. Limited edition, serialized, 1 troy ounce silver with the 24 karat gold overlay. Bucks versus the Raiders. And I believe the Buccaneers won that game. This was from 2003, and the Buccaneers won that Super Bowl. Oh, 37. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think this was from 2003 or maybe 2008. I don't know. But if someone in here is interested in this one, these go for more than $100 on the bay. I'll do $100. Otherwise, I'd like to keep it because I think it's really freaking cool. And I have a friend of mine that's a huge Bucks fan, so he'd probably buy this thing in a heartbeat. Super Bowl flip coin. It's literally got the NFL commissioner on it. All right, no worries. Check this out. How about a little poop gram? $1 on this. It's 1 gram of 999 fine silver. 1 gram of pure silver. It's a little poop. We're at $2. Wow. I usually sell these for about 8 to 12. This thing is going way cheap tonight. Who's taking this thing home? Texas Ranger for undermelt. That's a great grab. All right, let's see what's next. How much for the A mark? I don't know. Whatever you want to pay, Joe. Whatever's fair. You mean the bar here on the tray? I see other people on Whatnot selling these bars for like $140, $150. I would do 120. Let me know if that works for you. Texas, the treasure chest. If you're a world coin collector, the treasure chest is for you. If you don't really do world coins, then you're not really going to dig it. But I can show you. You guys want to run a little treasure chest group? Has anyone in here, anyone in the chat has been in here when I run coins out of the treasure chest? Nobody? All right. We're going to do it right now. Let me make some room here. Haven't got that far? No worries at all. I'll show you how it works, and it might be interesting for you anyway. But if you collect world coins, this is like, you're going to love it. All right, let me make a little space. All right, so basically how it works is like this. I have a scale here so you can see like the grams and the weight for what you're buying. Okay, so what's in the chest is all world coins from every country on the planet you could think of. There's stuff in here from the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, from every country all over the world for the last 400 years, okay? And what I do is I started at $1 and I continue adding coins into the box. And when the auction's over, you get everything that's in this container. And it's usually somewhere around 10 ounces of coins. So it's usually like 100, maybe 150 coins or something like that. But we'll run one. We'll see if anyone in here likes it. And if not, we'll move on. No worries. No big deal. All right. Scale is on. Sweet. So we're going to start this with Ecuador, Philippines, China, Greece, Taiwan, Netherlands, Britain, Germany, Italy. We're going to start off with just these coins and we're going to run it at $1. It's live, $1, it's going. And I'm going to add in South Africa. There is Colombia, Thailand. There's Spain. There's Ireland, Costa Rica. There might be silver DB. Sometimes a piece of silver will slip past me, but I feel like I'm no like super expert, but I feel like I recognize pretty well which ones are silver. There's more Philippines. There's more. There's more. That's a really old Italy. All right, DB, my man, $9, and that's 210 grams of world coins. Yeah, that Irish was real crispy. Yep, very sharp Ireland. You know, that Ireland coin alone is worth more than $9. You know, 100%. If you know, you know. All right, that was lot number 20. And I'll go ahead and close it up. I'm not sure if anyone in here is really feeling this. But if anyone wants to run another one later, just let me know. Usually when I run those lots, they get bid up to like 50, 60, $80. I just keep adding. All right, check this out. I got some fractional silver bars here. Any old world silver thalers to show? Yeah, I do, Retro. Let me pull out that box. It's right here. All right, I think some of that stuff might be in here. I'm a little scattered, so bear with me. I have a bad habit of being pretty disorganized. But I do have some really beautiful thalers. Cheaper Morgan slabs, probably, yeah. Here we go. Here's a nice one. This is Bavaria. $1765 Bavaria thaler. Very cool. I love that design. It's iconic. Let's see here. And then I think the rest of this whole box is Jetones. Nice Jettons. Oh yeah, that it was a nice one. I do have nicer ones actually. Just don't really know where they are. Like here's one that's even nicer, you know. Look at the color. And these are adjustment marks. These were done by the mint. So this coin would straight grade, no problem. Other than that, maybe in this box, because I know I have a lot of Towlers. I just don't really know where they all are. Got a bunch of 8 reals here in this box. Any with bees? No, I don't, but I do have some Condor half penny tokens with bees. Another beautiful 8 real. Mexico. How much for the 8 reals? Let's go through them. I got 4 or 5 of them here. And then I have a bunch of Cobs that I just got in too. Check this out. Here's a 1 ounce Libertad. Look at the size of the Cob. It's massive next to the Libertad, and it's starting to tone blue. It covers the Libertad. The Libby, probably around 150. They sell for 200 plus on eBay. Should be a smoking deal. This one here, I'd be at 215. Very sharp. It still has luster. The strike is a little weak in the center, but that's totally normal. 140 for the Libertad? No, I think I'd pass on that. Pretty sure I could get 180 like pretty easily on eBay. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'll look again. Another really nice one, 1808. Potosi, Bolivia. Very sharp, beautiful strike. Look at the bricks on the castle. You know what I mean? If you want to check like how sharp an 8 real is, all you got to do is look at the castle. If you can see the individual bricks and then the lines on the bottom of the pillar, you're probably in the top 10% of strikes. A lot of 8 reals were just like mush in the middle. This one's phenomenal. 285 on that one. It's 150 on that one. Just whatever spot is on that one. 1808 is 150 on that one. Here's a Cap and Ray 8 real with chops. This is from Zacatecas, Mexico. This one's got some really attractive, better types of chops. Chinese and Japanese chops. And that one is 170. Here's a 4 real from 1836 with chop marks on the cob, color toned. Freaking amazing. That one's 480. Bunch of new ancients. Got a Dos Peso Mexico. It's a really nice one there. 1791 8 real. This is Shooting Festival metal, I believe, right? Let me see, Tallers. Not really seeing more Tallers, but I know I have them. Honduras. Chile. What's up, Rumble? Hey, I got this thing. Check this out. France? Honestly, I don't know. But it's really cool. Trying to see. I got a lot of silver at melt here. Here's a Bavaria. This is 2 golden, I believe. 2 golden. That one's cool. Trying to see. I don't believe. I had a bunch of Towers, and I'm pretty sure I sold them all. I had a guy that came in and just kind of cleared me out. Here's a Prussian, 1867 Prussia Tower. Prussia. Yeah, and that's all I got. That's wish I had more for you, but every time I get that stuff, it's gone really fast. Where was I? The last 8 real I showed lower grade. This one? How much on the 1 ounce Pamp? The Pamps are going for like 150 on the Bay right now. At least that's what I'm getting for them. So I have the rabbit design, and then I have the Lady Fortuna. I could do 140. $140, and you can take your pick either or. $140 winner's choice. Yeah, for sure, Retro. I love Towers. I wish I had more of them. I'm just not. I'm not that plugged in to where I get like reasonable deals. I don't sell stuff unless I know it's like a fair deal or better for you guys, you know? All right, no worries at all. American Antique Raid. I don't know if I know American Antique. Maybe I do. Rating with a Party 14. Let me run a giveaway for you guys. Let's give away some stuff here. And at the end of the show, well, here, let me pin this and then I'll explain it for you guys. All right, giveaway's live. And if you guys happen to buy anything, great. If not, no worries. Stick around. I'm still going to run giveaways. And at the end of the show, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin this item. So if you see down below, it says Givey Running. If you just tap that and save that item, at the end of the auction tonight, you don't have to stick around. You can get alerted when I run the buyer's Givey. I'm going to give away some wireless headphones, a brand new Invicta watch, and probably some more silver and stuff. So if you want to get notified, you just have to, just tap that right there. And I think I've been in American Antique show before. Pretty sure I have. Make sure you tap that link, give him a follow and a bookmark. Next time you see him on, buy a little something. And let's buck this. This is a 1 ounce Sunshine Mint with that security feature on the reverse. We're going to launch this one, $1. $1 Sunshine Mint. 1 ounce, 999 fine silver. Live running right now. This thing's in perfect condition. Well, not quite, but it's very nice. Sunshine minting, 1 ounce of silver. We are live. Who's bidding next? I know this thing's worth way more than that. Nowhere near melt. 3 seconds left. Don't miss it. 2 seconds. 1 second. All right. Jordy taking that thing for a steal of a deal. Thank you, Jordy. Number 21. I literally paid $80 for those today. I don't do a lot of bullion. I'm going to put these 8 reals away because I think we're done looking at these. War nickels? Yeah, I don't have very many. You just looking for like loose ones, Diesel? Silver Jab, my man. I appreciate that raid. Hop in the givey. At the end of the stream tonight, I'm going to give away wireless earbuds and a brand new Invicta watch as well. Cost? I'm not sure. What do they melt for now, Diesel? They're over $5 in a spot, right? Confederate notes? Yeah, I have everything. If you've never been in my show before, there's nothing that you could ask for that I don't have. I may not have it with me here at the office right now, but I do have it in storage. It might be locked up, but I can get it for you. Like, just go over there and get it. Let me see. 2 war nickels, couple of schmickels. All right, 2 war nickels melts for $8.42. So let's do, how about 2 for $8 or whatever? This is the only 2 that I got. MK bars or Wild Pig? Yeah, I do, Matt. I collect it though. I really don't like selling it because I collect it and I like that stuff. I have a lot of really old MK pours, like from when he first started. You know what I mean? He used to do poker chips too. So I'll just run these for $1. How about that? This is live. Both of them are running $1. This one is a 43P and a 44S. Melts for over $8. Congrats on that givey. Let's run another one. Texas Ranger taking the lead on that one, $6. That's a great grab. Thank you very much. Oh, Silver Jab, thank you so much for that tip. I really appreciate it. Next givey's live. Hop in that. That was item 22. What was I gonna run next? Oh, I don't remember. Check this out. I just got these as well. This is the hologram. The hologram peace dollar. This is a 1923 peace dollar with ruthenium and hologram. This thing is so trippy looking. With the card and COA. There's not that many of these available, but they do sell on eBay. If you look at what they've been selling for the last couple of months, it's right around $125. $1 start. This one is live, running right now. This is a silver peace dollar with a ruthenium overlay with the COA. Ruthenium is 100 times rarer than platinum. 100 times more rare than platinum. Live and running. These sell between $120 and $140 on the bay. We're at $20. This is worth way more money than that. Somebody's literally going to steal it. Who's going to get it? Literally going for a steal way under market value. Who's going to snag it? Who's in at $83? This thing is way, way lower than what they go for on the bay. If you're waiting to bid, don't wait. You're going to miss it. 100 times more rare than platinum. All right, Matt taking that for absolute steal of a deal. Congratulations. That's a great grab. I paid way more than 85 for that one, Matt. You did good. Let's see what's next here. And if anybody has any interest on like nicer stuff, just let me know. I literally have everything. It's just hard to run stuff with only 17 people in the room, you know what I mean? How about the Liberal? It's a 1982 roll. It's a Blanchard roll, right? So I'm sure, most folks in here know how to look up sold comps on eBay, right? These are selling for $2,400 on eBay. 1982 Blanchard roll. Sealed, never been opened. This tape pretty much falls apart when you open it because it's from 1982. So if it had been opened, you wouldn't really be able to close it again. But I would do, I don't know, $23.50, something like that. If you add me on Instagram, there's better deals that are available through Instagram. Little hack for you if you're looking for a better deal. A Blanchard roll. So if you look at right here, Blanchard, that's the name of the company. Back in the 80s, they tubed up all these Libertads. They put them all in tubes, and they basically stuck them in a safe for like 40 years. They sell like occasionally here and there, but it was like a huge hoard of Libertads. Vestal, congrats on that giveaway. Entity for Palm Street. pretty much for any first time buyers, you're going to get about $55 in free coupon spend. And you're going to get free shipping on the first 3 orders. So that should be enough to get you some pretty cool stuff for literally zero cost. It's kind of like taking your pick on what you want for a givey. You know what I mean? K-Money, I appreciate that. I always do my best to give people coins that really make their collection shine. You know what I mean? Like coins that people are really super proud to pull out and look at. So next Saturday, I'm going to be doing a show on Palm Street. If you screenshot this QR code and then you tap and hold on the image in your photo library, if you sign up for Palm Street, it's exactly like Whatnot. It's like identical, right? I'm going to give you up to $55 in coupons plus your first 3 orders free shipping. Literally can't lose. How much for the pillars? I got a couple of them here. So I've got this one, 1741 in VF30. This one's like a perfect VF. It's really attractive. Population's only 2, and I think there's 12 or 14 higher. And this one is 875 ask. The Maximiliano, yeah, that's probably the nicest one I ever had. I bought that Maximiliano at the fun show. 1753 in XF45. This one has a population of 7, and this one is 990 ask. These are getting really expensive really fast. So I'm probably high on my price, but I don't care. K-Money, I actually, if I wasn't so busy at the fun show, I would have gotten it graded already. I just didn't have time to wait in line for Annex and go through all that whole deal. But if you want to grade it, abso-freaking-lutely. I got some of these that I want to grade some of these, but I'm probably going to sell them before I get the chance. 1808. 1808. Yeah, really cool. And you know what's funny is every time I get a Maximiliano, they just sell like so fast, like right away. Let's see what's next. Let me know in the chat what you guys want to do next. Do you want to do World Silver? Run or pass? World Silver. Soapbox Morgans. No, I don't sell those. I collect them, CK. Mexican silver. Yeah, I do. I got one here that's Mexican silver. Where did that go? I just had one here. And it's basically, it just goes for a spot. All right, yeah, 100 peso. 1971. 100 peso silver. And I think melt on it today is like, I don't know, $56 or something like that. Let's check spot and we can just run it for melt. Yeah, I do. I collect the soapboxes. I collect everything, like anything in a soapbox holder, I collect it. So especially toners or like color toned $50 and stuff. Those are my favorite. Any old Mexican? Yeah, I do. This is Mexico from the 1600s. This is Mexico from 1622. Straight graded. A tone 2 cent? Yeah, I would love that. I always try to look for whenever I go to coin shows, I look for commemorative half dollars and soap boxes. They're just getting harder and harder to find. Um, hmm. Is this 1970? The date is gone. It's not pulling up. Must be 1972. Or no, 78. That's it. Yeah. All right. Melt is $48.19, which is lower than I thought it was. So it's a good thing I checked. So now we can run it cheaper. And that next giveaway is running. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. All right, so spot is 48 and some change. So I'll do 47. So that way it's like a buck and some change under melt. I usually sell stuff like this on Instagram for spot, and then I don't have to pay fees or anything. Morgans? Yeah, I have a lot of Morgans. 1893 VAM toner and a soapbox. Yeah, I would definitely be interested. I mean, I can at least, shoot you a bid on that, and if it works, great. If not, no worries. Entity, there's a way around it. If you want to talk about it, just hit me up later, but not financial advice of any kind. But there's a way you can structure yourself to where you don't have to pay it. Check out this quarter. This is another one that I probably should get graded. Bought this one from Papa Haas. I do 35 bucks on it. Ceylon, 5 rupees. No. So I had bought a collection a while back of Ceylon, like the 20 piastre and the 40 piastre. Or no, might have been Cyprus. Yeah, I think it was Cyprus. Sorry. I have Ceylon, but it's modern. Yeah, crazy to me. Like most of the stuff that I've been running tonight, I could sell on Instagram for like no fees. Like whenever I put Mexican silver up on Instagram for under melt, it's like gone immediately. K Money, just if I was you, I would look around on NGC's website or get yourself a WorldCoin price guide book. Either way. But I think the best way is to kind of figure out a more specific direction. like pick if you want to collect Eastern Europe, Western Europe, you know, Southeast Asia, pick an area of the world. Um, could be anywhere, South America. And once you pick like a specific area of the world, then you can kind of start slowly digging into it. It's way too much for anybody to realistically learn everything, right? So you could be super proficient with like a few countries, but it's really hard. South America, that's an amazing choice, my friend. K Money, what state are you in again? I don't remember. What state do you live in? Florida. Oh, all right. Yeah, so you can still go to the fun show in Orlando, and you'll have a great time. You'll find a lot of amazing coins there. Um, there's a show in Scottsdale, Arizona, and that's kind of a more specialized show. So there's a show that's specifically for Latin American coins. So every table, every dealer, the whole show is Latin American coin. It's like US and Latin American, but it's mainly Mexico and Latin America. Matt, congrats on that give you, Matt. I'm going to send you something awesome. Probably some piece of neat silver. What's up, Molson? Soapbox? No. I have older NGC, but I don't have Annex soaps if that's what you're looking for. I have an Isabella quarter and an NGC fatty, but that's all I got. Anybody in here interested in fractional silver bars? These are all custom. These are all different weights, but they're all 999 fine. Yeah, these are all completely different. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. Somebody asked me for Confederate notes. Is the Confederate note person still here? Where did I put that? These are a bunch of notes that I literally just got today. This one's a much tougher Mexico. Yucatan 10 peso gold note. It's a tougher one. $10 Confederate. $5 horse blanket. All right, I don't think the note guy's here. Well, I've been running silver at Melt. I don't really know what else to do at that point, chat. Running silver at Spot. Nobody wants it. Illinois Commem. Illinois. Which one's Illinois? Is that the Abe Lincoln? Yes. All right. Yeah, hang on. Honest Abe. Let me see here. AB. All right. Yeah, here we go. Very nice. 1918. Nice luster, nice color. It's uncirculated. Gorgeous surfaces, gorgeous coin in general. A Caballito Peso. Yeah, I do, K-Money. I got a couple of them. Man, K-Money, a couple of months ago, I had a crazy color tone Caballito. Any in a slab? No, I don't. Not right now. Yeah, I got a bunch of these fractionals. If anybody would be interested in fractional silver starting at melt, just let me know in the chat. How much for the Lincoln $50? Let's take a look. It was a nice one, right? I thought it was a nice one. I'm half tempted to put it in my Dansko. My 7070 could use an upgrade on one of the Kamem spots. So I got it marked at 300. The reason I put 300 is because I have a high level of confidence that I could get that on eBay. If you want it here, how about 270? I think 270 is fair. Uncirculated, gorgeous color tone. In this condition, the spread is kind of all over the place. They sell between 350 to 500. Once they get into the uncirculated, then you're kind of just like splitting hairs on the condition, you know? Yeah, no worries. It's a great coin. And then I got the Huguenot, however you say it. You always see coins you never seen before. Yeah, for sure. I actually specialize in key date US coins. That's one thing that I deal in as often as I possibly can, right? So stuff like this, 1877 Indian head in AU50. Here's another key date, 1928, 28p, peace dollar, mint state. It's another key date. This one's not really a key date, but it's a better date. It's a 91 Carson, 91 CC, 32 DNS. Yeah, I don't have them here with me because that's with my eBay inventory. But I could send you pictures like tomorrow if you want, Entity. They're graded though. They're graded. I think one's in an Annex holder and one is in a NGC holder. I do have other quarters with me, just not those dates. Like here's a 47D. How much on the Caballito? Probably around 225 if I still have it. I don't know. I would have to look for it. Let me see. I have no idea where it is. Let me see if I can find it. Does anybody in here like shipwreck stuff? Do I have any shipwreck collectors in here? No shipwreck collectors in here? Oh, it's a shame. Speaking of MK, check this out. Somebody asked about MK bars. This is one of MK's old pours. This thing's sweet. 1 ounce MK. Um, hmm. Raw vintage gold coins to run. I can. I just don't really sell that stuff. I try to hold on to it as much as possible. If you really want something, I can get it for you. You looking for like a $2.50 gold, something like that? A couple of grams, maybe. I don't know. Any foreign? Any foreign? I do. I try not to sell it. I have French gold with the angel on it. Russian? No, that Russian stuff got really expensive. I had a bunch of it, and I got it all graded because it sells for a lot more than melt. So if you're looking, I have it, but it's not going to be anywhere near melt, which is I'm pretty sure what you're looking for. Run the angel. Okay, let me go grab it. All right, this is it. France, 1876, 20 franc gold. And this one, let me check what I can do on it. Let me see. Whatever you need, K Money. I mean, if you ever need an opinion on a coin, just want to talk about something, learn about something, I'm not like, I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'll happily share what I do know. All right, so this is 90% gold. It's 6.451 grams. Six point. All right, I do 1275 on this one. It's uncirculated. It's from 1876, Paris. No worries at all. Any other foreign? Yeah, I do. Where did that go? Here's Austria, 20 Corona. 20 Corona Austria gold, 1915. Really cool piece. That one's 1150. Awesome piece. Yo, ACBA. AC, do you collect Shipwreck? Proof Libertad. Yeah, I got one. Got the 86. How much? That's a good question. I don't really know. I didn't put a price on it or anything, so let me get you a number. If you want to throw out a number, you can. Otherwise, I'll look it up right now. All right. Other foreign gold. That's about all I got, Alex. And then I have a 2.5 classic head US gold if you're looking. But if you're looking for like more expensive foreign gold, I have it. But again, it's not going to be anywhere near melt because I have some super rare Colombian gold, Guatemala gold, stuff like that. You know what I mean? The 2.5. So this one, 1907, 336,000 mintage. CPG in a 6.4 is $1,000. I think it's better than a 6.4. I would do 900 on it. Yeah, so these Proof Libertads, these sell for between 200 and 250, but that's with the original packaging and the box and everything, right? Which I do not have. So the most recent comp is from April 9th. It sold for 154. March 30th, one sold just naked like this for 185. I kind of wanted to get it graded so that way I could be like, you know, up there in that 250, $300 range. How about Honduras peso? Yeah, hang on, Pittman. I'll show you a nice one. You know what? Just for you, ACBA, I will absolutely do that. 150, 15 seconds. Running 150. But look how flawless this thing is. Like I don't see any reason why it wouldn't get a 70. Right? Like there's just some finger touches from when I put it in the but I wore a glove when I put it in the flip. But this thing is like just cherry, you know what I mean? I don't think there is, to be honest with you. There's a lot of 69s, but if you look at the photos of the 69s, there's always one little thing that's holding it back. This one doesn't have any of that. Like usually there's like a hit or like something or a milk spot or something, you know? All right, that was number 24. Somebody asked for a Honduras peso. Yeah, if that goes top pop, it's like $800 or $900, maybe more. It would be a pop one, the only one known in 70. Pamp Fortuna, I got you, Shilver. Let me grab this coin that somebody asked for, and then we'll run the Pamp right after. If I can remember where I put that. I think it was in this box. Yeah, here we go. Is the person still in here that was asking for the Honduras peso? I don't know if that person's still here. He probably left. It's way too nice. I'm sorry, man. I apologize. Tito, how much? I have it marked at $4.95. The reason I marked it at $4.95 is because I'm pretty sure if I take professional photos and I put it on eBay, it's going to be gone for $4.95. Year. This is 1891, but look at the date. The date's like all crazy. So it's 91 over 81. Yeah. For Honduras, overdates are pretty common for Honduras. Some of them are more rare, though. That one's nice. And then I'm trying to think if I got any other ones that are like notable or worth looking at. Napoleon 5 franc. I appreciate it, ACBA. I just, I don't know everything, but I try. I mean, world coins are so broad, you know what I mean? I know just enough to kind of deal in some of this stuff, and that's about it. There's a Chile peso. Oh, you know what I do have? Check this out. If anybody likes European coins or German stuff, look at this thing. This came from an old collection. This is a Bavarian thaler. This thing is absolutely prime. This is from 1769, and these marks are actually from the mint. So these are adjustment marks because sometimes, these were milled. So if the weight of the coin is overweight, then they'll literally scrape some of the metal off to adjust the weight. That was done at the mint, and this will still straight grade. What was the one with the ugly lady? ACBA, I did not run the Palm Street show, so I have it scheduled for this Saturday. I'll be honest, I don't know what this is. I think this is... I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, for sure. If you want some free coupons, man, if you screenshot this QR code and then go to your photo library and tap and hold on the code, that'll give you up to $55 in coupon spend for free. And for the first 3 orders, you get free shipping. So that's $55 in free stuff, and it ships for free. Does anybody want some silver for spot? I have like Israeli silver and Mexican silver I could do for melt. I usually sell that stuff on Instagram for melt. Israel. Okay. So here is Israel. 25 lirat. And this one has a mintage of only 27,000. Where did that go? Lerote. So I think these melt for like $64. Let me double check just so I make sure that I'm doing the deal that I said I would do. This is from 1976. Israel. 25 Lerote. Proof. Okay, awesome. Yeah, the melt today is $56.39. So I will run this for $56. $56. It's a touch under melt. And this is the proof. Mintage is only 27,000. Yeah, super nice. I think the Israel stuff is very underrated, to be honest. All right, that was number 25. Thought I had another one. Oh yeah, here we go. Israel. This is the same thing. This is from 1977. So we'll do the same thing on it. $56. It's the same exact amount of silver. Just a touch under melt. All right. Awesome. How about Canada? Anybody want Canada for melt? I usually sell stuff like this on Instagram for spot, and it gets snapped up right away. Let's see what else is in here. I got German, just can't sell it here, unfortunately. You know, it's really unfortunate that you can't sell the old German stuff in here. I mean, I get it, but, you know, way before the symbol got a bad reputation, for thousands of years, it was a symbol for prosperity, for peace, you know? And we just let one guy ruin it. But I get it. Does modern German move? It does, but always under melt. So like I sell it for under melt, and then after fees it's way under melt, you know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense to do anything with it unless I can buy it for like 40% under spot, you know what I mean? Frank. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here that's really notable. Some 8 reals and stuff. Mexico, dos peso. That's a good one. Oh, check this out. Mexican 4 real with chop marks and color tone. 1636. This thing is prime. All right. Text on the 2 peso. Let's take a look at it. All right. Dos pesos. That's beautiful. I got 250 on it because the condition is really nice. Like I have another one, you know what I mean? But I'll show you. Like I have another one, but look at it, you know what I mean? This one's much better condition. Yep, 250 is where I would be. And that one is actually not on eBay yet. I'm going to put that thing up on eBay for 250. It's going to be gone immediately. There's another pillar, 1755 Mexican pillar. Gorgeous coin. I love these pillar designs. I always buy them any chance that I get, especially graded or raw or whatever, you know. Argentina pesos. No, those are tougher. I very rarely get Argentine pesos. Very rare. They're pricey, so it's harder to get a good deal on them. Colombia, no. I collect Colombia, so I don't sell it. But I know I have a lot of countries that are mixed in here. Like here's Peru, Guatemala, that's Costa Rica, Central America. This is Guatemala, Costa Rica, yeah. Costa Rica. So this is a overdate. 1893. And this stamp was done by the government. They remonetized the money. That's why they stamped it. So they issued a decree. So they wanted everybody to turn these in. And when they turned them in, they stamped them to reassign the value. You can see the 25 behind the 50, right? So let's run it. This one is $40. 1893 Costa Rica. I'm just curious, who in the chat is like a coin collector versus like just a straight silver stacker? Let me know in the chat which side you're on. Collectors versus stackers. Both. Hey, both is the way to be, in my opinion. I think it's important to have a stack, but it's also important to collect fun things that you enjoy. You know what I mean? Things that interest you, that are just like, that put that spark in you, you know? Anybody in here ever go check out John Baffy shows? How many of you guys also have been in Jonathan Baffy streams? Talk about sparking an interest, man. That guy has like some of the best taste in coins, if you're looking for a particular piece, he's like the first person that I would trust to find you a super attractive example. What's the dark one front center that I showed after the coast? This one. This is 1865 Guatemala, 4 reals. No, this is half crown size. Half crown size. And then I don't know if it's still in here, but I also had the 2 real. I don't think it's in here, but I had the 2 real as well. What other crown size in the tray? Australia 1 crown. A massive cob 8 real. Maria Teresa Thaler. Here's a Peruvian Sol. Peruvian Sol. And then all the other crown types I have are going to be in sorter boxes. And then I got a stack of 8 reals here. Little stack of 8s. How much for the Aussie crown? That's a good question. Probably around 40, 50 bucks, whatever spot is. My PC box, yeah, for sure, K-Money. Did I show you the shipwreck piece that I had from that box? I have a shipwreck clump. If anybody in here collects shipwreck stuff, you know, the clumps are definitely where it's at. 1937 Australia. 37 crown. All right. This one is 28 grams. This melts for $62.97. That's a melt on it. So pretty sure if you check eBay, they go for more than that. But I can run it for spot if somebody likes it. Anybody interested at that? Run or pass? Run or pass? Andy says run. All right. Should start 62. 62. It's live. It's running just a hair below melt. And they never sell that cheap on the bay. Not this piece. Commonwealth of Australia, 1 crown, 1937. Big old chunk of silver. Thank you very much, Andy. All right, yeah, let's take a look at it, Tito. I love shipwreck stuff, like anything shipwreck, not just coins. Item 28. Check this out, Tito. This is a clump from the Admiral Gardner shipwreck. And there's like, I forget what this material is called, but they used to use it for like plates and dishes and stuff. And it's super, super expensive because they used to use it like way back in the 17 and 1800s and stuff. but it's literally just a chunk that was pulled out of the ocean. Really cool. I just got this not too long ago. Check this out. 5 peso, Mexican railroad peso, 1950. But this thing is definitely outstanding condition. This piece here is gonna run, I mean, look at the condition on this thing. You're looking at probably north of $275. Let me double check. I could be way off on that. Let me find it in my inventory. 1950 Mexico 5 peso railroad. Yeah, 245 is where I was at. This one is absolutely mint state, lustrous. The rim is sharp. There's not a single rim ding or anything like that. And look at the color in the original skin. You know what I mean? Phenomenal example. That thing in a holder is probably pushing $400 with that color because you just don't find them. I mean, you can find them with color, but it's not really attractive. It's like they just turn dark and they turn brown and black. Check this one out. 1898 peso, Mexico. It's another beautiful one. Any Pancho Villa coins? I'm sure I do somewhere. I don't know. I wouldn't know where to look right now. How much on the A-mark ingot? Probably around 150 on the A-mark ingot. This one's got tone and it's in perfect condition. Yeah, no worries. He said, ooh. The Guatemala half crown. This one here, it's got a little rim hit, but it's still a really cool type. I want to say this one's like $75-$80, something like that. $75-$80. I can find it in my inventory. Give me one sec. 1865. Guatemala 4. Oh man. Yeah, no, this one is $65. $65. It's an above average condition one. This one is sharper than most. All the letters are readable and everything. How much for the raw pillar dollar I showed? The raw pillar. So this one's actually from my personal PC, personal collection pillar. This thing was stored in like some coin cabinet or something for a long time. I'd be at probably right about 625 on this thing. but this thing's absolutely prime, and it's got a little baby chop mark on there. But what you want to look at on these, look at the rim. You see how the rim looks like a dirt bike tire, like super fat tread, you know? That's what you want on these. You want that super fat rim. That brings a lot of value to this type. People that collect these, the edge is really important. This one is a very nice edge. Graded coin up front. This one? This is a Bolivia 4 reals from the Consolacion shipwreck. NGC certified shipwreck. Pink packs. I can run one if you want, Entity. Have you ever been in my show when I ran one? Not yet? Okay. The ask on the 8 real Cobb. So this one, you can see it's color toned. This one is freaking prime. And it's massive. It's like, what can I compare it to? So like here's a Morgan dollar, right? And look at the Cobb. It's like way bigger than a Morgan or a Peace dollar. This is the biggest 8 real I've ever seen. It's the biggest one I've ever had. Because of the size and the weight and the type, it's a Calico 319. Ask is $625. It's really difficult to find them like that big. And I got it. Oh, Entity asked about the pink packs. Let me grab one. Pink pack. All right, so here's what the pink pack is about. Okay. So these are the pink packs. There's one graded coin in here. This is an NGC graded coin. You're not going to get like some junk or some nothing type of a coin. You know what I mean? You're going to get something cool, something desirable, something that's worth a little bit of money. It's not going to be like some piece of junk, you know? So basically I bucket. I do $1 and go. If the bids go really high and then we open it, right? I'm just going to add more stuff. So you really can't lose. Well, these are the only bags I got. I apologize. I don't have any other bags that I could have used for this. If I had any other bags, I would use them, but I don't. Yeah, no worries. They're actually super popular. I've done shows in the past where the whole show was just running those packs, and people freaking love them. Probably because I lost my ass on them, you know? Let's see what's next here. I got these 1 ounce silver bullets. If anybody's looking for these 1 ounce silver bullet, these are 45 ACP, 45 caliber bullet. Got some nice Morgan dollars. I got some gold nuggets if anyone's looking for nuggets. Let me grab a little stack of US coins and we can buck them all. A couple of those. A couple of those. K-Money, I don't think I have one actually. Yeah, I don't think I do. I apologize. Haiti won gourd. No, I don't. ALX. I'm not sure the Pamps. So I have the Pamp Fortuna, and then I got the Lucky Rabbit. Either one of these, I'm asking 140. They go for 150 on the Bay. That's what I sell them for on eBay. Here I'll do 140. The Morgan top left. It's a 85.0 and 63 star CAC approved. Very cool. Very nice. I got some really nice stuff. I wish I could just, buck and go everything on the freaking table, but there's just not really any people here. Yeah, I know what you mean, Entity. And you know what? I did it for a whole year, and it was a big mistake. Should have never did that. Just kept telling myself it would get better, and it never did. Geiger price. I don't know. So these little Geigers, these are 20 grams, and these sell on eBay for $100. So if you look at the ones that have previously sold, like if I put this up on eBay for 100, it should be gone, right? Because all the rest of them that were there have sold for 100 and they're gone. And then I have, where did it go? I have a 50 gram Geiger, but I seem to have misplaced it. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. Yeah. Another Geiger. This one is a 50 grams Geiger. And these sell for $300 to $350 on eBay. I would do $285. I'm not really a big bullion type of a guy here on Whatnot. If you're looking for better deals on this stuff, I'd be more than happy to, but that's going to be on Instagram. Much better deals on bullion through Instagram. Margins are like razor thin on this stuff, so makes it hard to do that on Whatnot or eBay. Or was I? Oh yeah, this stuff. All right, yeah, let's buck some of this stuff here. Got a couple commemorative $50, Kennedy peace dollar, Some Indian Head cents, some earlier date wheats. All right, sweet. And I probably won't run for too much longer here. Yeah, probably just do a few more items and jump off. Basically an empty room. ALX, if you tap on my profile image,
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
If you tap my profile image, my Instagram and everything's in the bio. eBay, Instagram, all that. $1 on this one. This is running right now for $1. It's a 1964 Kennedy half. Silver half dollar at $1. Silver. 90% constitutional. 5 seconds left. Way under melt. 1964. We are less than half of spot. 3 seconds left. Crazy deal on this one. 2 seconds left. Literally an insane deal. Careless taking that one down. Thank you. Congratulations, number 29. What's in the roll? So I have a couple of rolls here. I have Morgan Dollar rolls, and I got a Libertad roll. This is 1982 onzas, sealed. Let's see. Entity, hit me up and I'll give you my buy prices. I buy and sell based off of a spreadsheet. So it's a little difficult because the margins are so thin on that stuff. And then by the time I get it in the mail, it's going to be worth a different number. So it's kind of hard in the mail. But we can make it work. All right, so this is Portuguese silver. Portuguese silver with a ship on it. I don't really know the denomination, but it's about the size of a US nickel, if that helps, and it's running at $1. Portuguese silver with a ship on it. It's silver. It's got a ship on it. It's running. Portugal, silver. 5 escudo? Maybe. It has a 2 and then a dollar sign and then a 50, so I don't even know. 250. Oh, okay, I see. $7 to Careless. How about a French silver piece? Check this out. The original Walk-in Liberty. Careless, that coin that you just bought, it's probably worth somewhere around there. Between $7 to $10, something like that. The Portugal with the ship on it is always desirable. I mean, melt has got to be at around there at least. This one's running for $1. This is a color-toned French silver piece. This is a 50 centimes from 1915 from France. Look at that beautiful crusty color tone. This is the original Walk-in Liberty design. Before the US made Walk-in Liberty, France did it. $3. That's definitely under melt there. All right. Andy taking that one for quite a bit less than it's worth, probably. Nice pickup. Number 31. Congratulations, my friend. I just noticed this one is clad, but I can run it anyway. This is a bicentennial quarter, the Drummer Boy. It's very nice. Yeah, really nice, but it's clad, unfortunately, which might make it worth more money. I don't really know. It's a business strike. When I was at the lower end LCS, my area, they pay well on Eagles. Watch someone spend $50, $100 on a raw gold buffalo. Yeah. I don't. I buy gold on a monthly budget, so there's only so much I can spend for myself. And as gold gets more expensive, my budget isn't increasing. I make the same amount of money, so my budget doesn't change, but the gold that I buy just gets smaller and smaller. I used to be able to afford like a quarter ounce every month, and then it was a 10th, and then it was a 20th. Just keeps getting tinier. $1 on this one. This one's live. This is a business strike. But I think the business strikes on these in this condition are worth a little chunk. Clad business strike. Matt, thank you. Number 32. Anybody in here into goldbacks at all? Or old US currency, like paper money? Let me know if you're into paper money. We're going to run this commemorative silver $50 next. Wow, look at the color. They used a credit card on that? Damn. I mean, unless you're getting like 5% back, which I can almost guarantee that they weren't. I've heard from people online that there's certain business credit cards you can sign up for, and they give you 5% cash back on certain spending within like a certain promotional period. Your credit card gives 6. Yeah. So there's a reason why people are using credit card. I'm gonna start this one just a touch over melt, so it doesn't, that I'm not selling stuff like this under spot. It's a commemorative $50. $27. It's a crusty original commemorative $50. Silver. Uncirculated with tone. $19.53. You know what's funny is 27 is actually, I think that's like still under melt. What's a spot on a $50? It's like yeah, it's like 27, 28 bucks or something. $27.08. Yeah, so that was still a hair under melt for a uncirculated Kamem half. Look at this buffalo nickel. Anybody like buffalo nickels in the chat? Anybody at all like buffalo nickels? Would you say this is a nice one, Andy? I don't know. To me, it kind of looks like a dog. It's a dog's ass. This is a 1916, my friend. 1916, early date. Early rainbow. Here is a 1917. $1917 from the same collection. $1918. That one's not as nice. $1925. This one is quite nice. $1925. Wow. Yeah, sweet. All right, so let's do this. Let me check something really quickly because I don't want to jump off yet in case we got a big old raid coming. So let me see. We might have a big old raid coming. All right. Is there anything else that anyone may be interested in? I wish I could run more of this stuff. You know, I've had this roll of Kennedy's for probably like 5 months now. I've had this roll of Kennedy's. You know what's crazy? All I'm waiting for, all I need is like maybe 75 people in the room, which is not difficult at all, right? And then I'm going to bust this open and buck them all. Just buck and go all of them. One at a time, of course, not all of them for $1, but you know what I mean. Crazy thing is, you know, on other shows on this app, this exact item would go for probably north of $1,000. I just don't get those people in my show. Or maybe they're just shill bidding. Who knows? We'll never know. Got a dragon here. These are cool. 2021 Year of the Dragon, Australia. Very sweet piece. Franklin Mint proof sets. Like Benjamin Franklin sets. Andy, so I do, but they're such a pain to ship because they're in a huge book. So they're like these huge binder style books, and then each page has a coin from a different country, and it has like a big information page about the country. The books are massive. I don't even have a box big enough to fit those books. They're huge. Oh, the clamshell ones. No, I don't have any of those. Trent said Morgans. I've got lots of Morgans. I've got thousands of Morgans. Let's do a little Morgan show and tell here. 91cc and 63 toner. Absolutely gorgeous Morgan. Very beautiful CCs. It's a very good one. Here's a 90cc and 6.2 plus CAC. It's also a great coin, much better date. I just like this coin a lot. Proof 3 cent toner. Gorgeous. Proof 66. That blue color that's on there is just insane too. Trimes. This is the only one I have right now. I don't have any others besides just this one. Let's see what else. Here's a Venezuela 2 Bolivars. Silver. $1921 Morgan dollar, AU58. You know, looking at it, I wouldn't think this thing's a 58. When I look at this coin, I see mint state, like 6.1, 6.2. Just blows my mind they gave it a 58. But whatever. Let's see what else. Got this 8 real here. Beautiful 8 real from 1622 Mexico. Key date peace dollars. Here's a good one. 1893 Morgan. And mint state 61. It's a good coin. What other Morgans? My most expensive coin, probably the gold, just because of how expensive gold got. $18.99 silver cert. No, not right now. I do, but I just don't have them here with me on stream, Andy. But I have a really nice one in storage. It's like $220 or something like that. Bundle of Mercs? Sure. Yeah, whatever you want. Let me see how many Mercs I got. All right, so this is what I have for Mercury dimes. And that's about the condition that they're in. So however many of those you want, I could run 2 or 5 or, whatever. Five of them. All right, cool. Let me take a look here. Five of them. All right. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. 5 Merc times. We're going to run 30 seconds. Starting at $1, it's running. I appreciate that, Ink God. Oh, wow. Look at the color on that one. Oh, my God. It's a 1937, too. That thing looks incredible. I didn't even look. I would have picked that one out to the side. Well, either way, we're way under melt. Nowhere near melt. That one coin alone, I guarantee I could probably sell for more than $27 just for that one. Look at it. Way undervalue on this. Jesus Christ. All right, Ink God. Literally stealing it. Under melt, when just that one Merc is probably worth more than the whole lot. Welcome to my stream, brother. Very nice pickup. Number 33. Congratulations. Looking for a flip for you. I'll just put him in a big flip. Mercury dimes is the first thing I collected, That's what I started with, was Merc dimes. And then I kind of, moved into other stuff from there. And then I started doing like Indian head cents and other stuff like that. I still love Indian head cents. Indian head pennies are awesome. How long have I been selling? Probably 8 years. About 8 years. I've been collecting for like 20. Dougie, I have 2 of them. So if this one don't work, I got another, okay? This one's $34.50, Dougie. $34.50. a very difficult coin in AU, as you already know, I'm sure. But check this out. Here's another 77 in a fair 2, and in my opinion, this thing is so close to a poor 1. And this one's $480. Andy, that's hilarious, brother. If you have a roll of 1877 Indian head cents, you're a wealthy man. Yeah, you're immediately a wealthy man. All of them are just proof BU decam, ultra proof 78. That's so funny, Entity. In your Pawn Stars Rick voice. Best I could do is a cheeseburger and an Uber ride home. Year of the Rooster. No, I have the horse, the snake, the dog, the pig. I have a dragon. I might have a rooster, but I don't know where it would be. Yeah, so boy. The pig is colorized. So this is 2019 Australia. It's got a little dust in the capsule, but it's not milk spotted or anything. That's literally just dust. You could probably grade this. It's got the little baby piggies. That's cool. Big sausage, cocktail sausages. How much? I think around. Shit, I want to say it's like a little less than 100. Let me double check. The lunars are getting hard, and the colorized is even more. The other ones are cheaper. This one's just happens to be the more expensive one. This is 2019. Okay, 2019. Holy shit. That can't be. There's no way. The half ounces are 80. Hold on. Oh my God. So the last one of these that's sold on eBay went for $159. The half ounces go for $75. And the 2 ounces go for $255. Wow. Yeah. That's the last one that sold, April 9th, $159 on the 1 ounce. And the half ounces go for $75. 2 ounce, $255. My price, how about $135? That's $25 cheaper than the last one that sold. Last one sold for $160. It's up to you. Just let me know. I'll leave it right here. I'm pretty sure silver is about to like go absolutely insane over the next 6 months. So I'm like, if I don't sell any silver, I'm almost like happier about that in a weird sort of way. Like I want to sell stuff, but then like with the last run up in January, you know what I mean? I sold so much stuff and I like kind of regretted it. I would have done so much better if I would have never sold anything and I would have just kept it. I would have made a shitload of money, but I didn't because it was like, it was all gone, you know? Yeah. The problem is I didn't, you know, I didn't take profits. What lesser. So this one is a fair 2. Fair 2. Loose maples or eagles? Let me see. If I do, they're going to be in here. Loose maples or eagles? I don't really mess with maples or eagles. Like most of the silver that I do is like vintage or like specialty pieces. Check that out. Heart-shaped ounce. Oh, nice. Destiny. The snowman. Little ingot. That's cool. Citibank of Honolulu chunky bar. Stack them for the kids. Oh, that's cool. Oh, here's an eagle. Oh, this is the one someone was asking me for earlier. I knew I had it. Here's another one. Here's a bunch of eagles. Oh my God. Look at these eagles. Color-toned eagles. This one is a 1996 key date eagle. If you're looking for like the cheapest possible silver, I'm not your best choice. I'm not going to lie. There's better places to buy if you're looking for the cheapest possible ounces. Here's the Zombucks. Somebody asked about the Honolulu. This one's $260. $260 for the Honolulu. What would I start them at? Run it. It's a 2 ounce. The Honolulu is 2 ounce. But look them up on eBay. Look this one up. That's what they go for. Engelhard? Yeah, I think I do. I've got some Engelhard. I got some other bars too. Some A-marks with some color tone and stuff. Here, let's run a couple of these. So this one, man, I really should grade these, but let's run them. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay. Hold on, I accidentally closed my app here. I apologize. All right, we're back. Okay. Yeah, so for this one, I'd have to be at $100. There's probably 3 or 4 people in my phone that I could send one text and this would be gone at $100. It's just because of the color, you know. These aren't melters. If you're looking for silver at spot, I do have it. It's just not going to be this type of stuff. But I have other types of silver for melt, or even a little under. Like I got these Scottsdale 2 ounce stackers. These are really cool. The silver at melt, let me show you. Where did it go? So it's going to be like this type of stuff, right? These are 92.5% silver. So these are all silver coins. And 110 is basically what these melt at. Like here's an ounce, but this is bigger. Or no, I'm sorry. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know. I would have to look up melt, but whatever melt is on it. No, I don't sell silver, like 999 silver. I don't sell bullion here. It's just a big loss. You know what I mean? If I sell it at melt, I'm paying 8%. So then it's like $5 under spot. I just walk it into my LCS and he pays me $2 under spot. So I just make more doing that. Somebody asked about the Honolulu bar. Yeah, the last one that's sold on eBay sold for $260. I do $220. I like it. That's the only reason why, is that I collect Hawaii silver. So if somebody likes it, I can run it. If not, I get it. $220. It's 2 ounces. These are pretty freaking rare. Citibank of Honolulu. There's not that many of these that have ever hit the market. Matt, thank you. The Lion Stacker, those are going to be about $200, like $205. I'll split the fees with you. $205. The Citibank, I don't know. I think those were made in the 70s. It's crazy. Back in the 70s, you know, silver was so cheap. Businesses used to give them out everywhere. I don't know if anyone in here has ever seen the Volkswagen bar. Does anybody in the chat know about the Volkswagen bar? It's a 1 ounce bar that sells for like $800. So back in the 60s, when you would buy a VW Beetle, there was a very short period of time where they were giving people a little 1 ounce Volkswagen bar if you bought a Beetle. And it came in like a little baggie, you know? Those things are like worth a ton of money now. Johnny Walker Award bar, that's cool. I know somebody that collects cigarette silver, because back in the day, you would rip the labels off the cigarettes, and if you mailed them in, they would mail you an ounce of silver. Yeah, the Camel ounces. The Citibank sells for $400. Is that the ones that have sold and that they're gone, or ones that people are trying to sell? Sold on eBay? Oh, very nice. I think the last time I looked, the reason I put 260 on it is because the last time I looked, it sold for 260, but that was months ago. That was probably before silver took off. Let's see what else I got in here. Yeah, it's sterling, but there's 2 ounces of silver in the bar. And obviously it's worth a lot more than just the silver value. Super rare bar. Oh, here's a Star Wars. Got a bunch of old bars here. Northwest Territorial Mint. Graduation bar, Pan American silver. Yeah, I'm definitely not in any type of a rush to sell this stuff. I know what silver's about to do, so the more of this stuff I can keep, the better. A bar mitzvah bar? Coca-Cola. So, yeah, I don't know where it is. I think I put it in my personal stash, but I have a Coca-Cola bar with one side has the Coke logo and the other side has Santa drinking a Coke. Cadillac. Yeah, look, 55 bucks. Needless to say, you can tell that I haven't touched this bucket in a very long time. Look, these are marked at $45 and $55 on the Cadillac. I haven't touched anything in this bucket in probably a year. No wonder that Honolulu bar was double the price. Beavis and Butthead. 1 ounce Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, all these, I just threw these in here a long time ago and never even looked at it. I really don't like selling my silver. I'm more of like a coin type of person. Here's a horse privy, maple leaf. 1 ounce maple leaf, 2014 reverse proof with the horse privy. When I bought this, I paid spot plus 20 bucks when I bought it. So I think I paid 70 for it back when silver was 50. This is the only Canada maple I got. I don't do buffaloes or like generic silver. I mean, I do, I just don't sell it here. With the fees, it's a loss. This is Harry Potter. Gringotts Bank. Harry Potter. How much for the maple leaf? How about $100? Or I can look it up if you don't like that number. It's a 2014. Does it have spotting? Let's take a look. It doesn't have spotting, but it's rubbed. Yeah, it's been like sliding around on some surface. This side looks way better. But you know what? Nobody wants to look at the queen anyway. You know what I mean? So just keep it turned this way, you're good. Problem solved. All right, let's see here. Yeah, they go for about $100 on the bay. Yeah, $100 is pretty much spot on. I'll run it if somebody wants it. Auction start. $99. All right, no worries. Let me see what else I can run. Anybody in here possibly interested in some gold nuggets? I do have a gold nugget show coming up, and I got like 150 bookmarks on that show. But if somebody wants a shot at some nuggets before I run that show, we can work out a deal. Anybody want some BU Morgan rolls? Anybody? Yeah, I know what you mean, Andy. I gave up on goldbacks. I really don't care for them. I have some silverbacks stashed away, but as far as the goldbacks, like these are literally the only ones I got. Is that a Taller? On the tray, yeah. It's a Maria Teresa. I do have a nicer Taller if you're looking. I've got this one here from an old collection. Restrike, I think it is, yeah. It's an older Restrike. All right, let's see what else. Little Colorado Prospector silver. This is 1/20th of a troy ounce. Anybody like the little prospectors? All right, y'all. Well, I think I'm just going to call it a night. Appreciate my buyers. Love y'all. I'm going to do one buyer's givey before I split out of here. I'm going to do a couple givvies, couple more givvies. Hop in the givvy. Pulling it. Dougie, congrats. Another giveaway, go. Pulling it. Dougie again. It's freaking awesome, brother. All right. I'm going to let this run. I'm going to let this run for a little bit. If anybody is in the chat and maybe you haven't heard me talk about this yet, if you have heard me talk about this, then I apologize if I'm redundant, but I'm going to be doing a show on Saturday on Palm Street. It's a brand new app. It's just like Whatnot. In my opinion, it's better for the buyer and for the seller. You're not forced to use USPS on Palm Street. I can use UPS, FedEx. I can use a courier. I can use whatever I want. I can do a custom countdown on the givvies. I can do anything I want to. I think Palm Street is just a really good platform. If you copy this QR code, just screenshot it. I'm going to give you $55 in new coupons when you sign up. And your first 3 orders with me, you're going to get free shipping. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, you can. If not, then don't. But it's just free stuff, basically. And the app is basically identical to Whatnot. It's the same thing. I think I'm the only coin seller on Palm Street that just does auctions. All the other sellers there, they just do games. Nothing but games. I'm the only one that doesn't do games. Candyman, if I refer you, it's 0% for a while. You get like a couple months at 0%. And then you know what else is really cool about Palm Street? The sellers can remove the taxes from the purchase, right? So if you're mailing a package to somebody in a state where that state doesn't have tax on precious metals, the app will charge tax automatically because I'm in California, so it charges it automatically. But the sellers can go in and change the taxes on the orders. So if there shouldn't be any sales tax, the seller can remove it. It's really cool. I don't know if I have your phone number, Candyman. Just shoot me a DM. My cell number is in my bio, or you can just shoot me a DM. Here, my cell number is right here. That's my number. Oh, you have it? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, text me. I can refer you and put you in touch with the guy that leads the coin category for the company. Cool guy. Let me see what else. Yeah, before I split, I'm going to offer up some last minute things here. Got this random peace dollar I can run. I got this random moissanite baguette bracelet. I have 10 grams of gold nuggets. I have 5 ounces of silver shot. I got a 10-ounce poured loaf bar. No, actually, I'm sorry. That's 11 ounce. 11-ounce poured loaf. I got this Kennedy original bank wrap roll. Look at that. Awesome. I got this little brass ninja star. Little copper ninja star. All right. How much on that? On the star? On the last thing I showed? $35. They're kind of expensive for what they are, honestly, but that's what they sell for. I think I paid $25 a piece or something like that. 2 seconds on this give you. Let's see who's going to get it, and then we'll figure something out on that. So boy, my man, I'm going to send you a little piece of silver in your order. And these actually sell on eBay for like $25, which is what I paid. And they're getting really hard to find. So this is like a 15-gram version. The 1-ounce version in copper goes for like $80, like $80 or $90. It's copper. It's freaking copper, and it's going for like $90. It's crazy. If somebody wants it, I'll do the same thing that I paid for it, and then I'll just eat the fees. $25 if somebody wants it. All right, no worries. All right. Let me pin this up, and we're going to do a couple buyer's givvies. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Hopefully, I'm going to do my best to start streaming more during the daytime. Does anybody in here, are you guys more like daytime people or like more like nighttime people? I don't know. Or both. 24-hour kind of people. Because I noticed that the crowd is like super different. Like when I run during the daytime, it's way different crowd, you know? And then when I run at night, it's like, it's a night and day difference. You know what I mean? See what I did there? All right. Let's give some stuff away. If you're a buyer and you're in here, this is going to be for you. Let me tag this. Let me pin this item real quick. All right. So this is pinned. So if there's any buyers, we're going to run a buyer's givey in a minute. Tyler, that peace dollar is a 1928 Philly, mint state 61. Key date. Yeah, great coin. Key dates are expensive for a reason because they hold their value and they go up. All right, so I'm going to unpin that. Hopefully, if there's any buyers, they got the message. And we're going to go ahead and run a buyer's givey. Buyer's givey is running. Hop in there. This is for buyers only. If you're not a buyer, I still love you, but this is just for buyers. And then after this, I'm still going to run more stuff for the general population. Pulling it. Matt, my man. Matt, I'm going to send you an Arizona Goldback. That's going to be for you, Matt. All right. I'm going to do 3 givvies total. So that was the first givvy. This is the second buyer's givvy. Hop in there. Buyers only. Four seconds, 3 seconds, pulling it. Matt again. Another half gold back for you, Matt. Another one. You're going to get 2. Tyler, empty Danceco or ASC book? Yes, I do, but I don't have them here with me. They're in my storage unit, but I can get that for you anytime you want, Tyler. Like my storage is just, mile down the road or whatever. I can send you like pictures and prices tomorrow. I can actually DM you a link to purchase it directly from the DM. So we could do it that way if you want. I'll make you a great deal. Cheaper than eBay. All right, cool. If you can, just send me a DM, or if you want to text me, my phone number is in the bio. Either way, I'm always here. Anything you need, you can reach out to me for anything. There's nothing I can't get. All right, last buyer's givey. And this is going to be for wireless earbuds. Wireless earbuds running right now. I got you, Tyler. I probably just didn't save your number, but I got you. Any proof marks? No, I don't really get them. I mean, I have one that looks like a proof, but, I don't think it is. All right, 2 seconds, pulling it. Jordy, my man, I'm going to send you some wireless earbuds, Jordy. Wireless Bluetooths. Those are for you. Appreciate you, Jordy. Much love, bro. I appreciate you swinging in. And we're going to head off on a raid. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to try to pack up all this stuff and do another show tomorrow. I might run during the day. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to start streaming more often, but it's just kind of hard. The watch, I can. I'm not sure if anybody really would want it, but check it out. It's an Invicta. It's got a leather band. Does anybody want the watch? Honestly, the Goldbacks were just easier for me to pack. The watch is kind of a pain. I only got through like 30 items tonight. I didn't really do too great. But I'll tell you guys what, I'm at 17K followers, right? I already have an item I'm going to give away for 20K. I'm probably going to give away a bunch of stuff, but I got an iPad, so I'm going to give away an iPad. I'm going to give away, I don't know, probably several ounces, a couple of gold nuggets. Should be cool. I'm glad you got that, Andy. That was in my personal collection, actually. But I got one that was just slightly nicer. So I collect world crown types. So I have like a coin cabinet with little slide out drawers and stuff. So I got all my world crown types are in there. I got 1776 8 real in there, and Central America Republic 8 real, different stuff. Dansko, oh yeah, that's cool. That's sweet. Well, I appreciate you guys, and hopefully you guys can catch me on the next show. Feel free to give me a follow and a bookmark. If there's anything that you need, I can definitely get you all hooked up with any coin or currency needs. And other than that, God bless you guys. God bless your families. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Sounds good, Andy. Looking forward to it.